morning, is it afternoon? It's before 12. Greetings, everyone. My name is Lindelani Mkhize, as it's been said by Kevin. I am an Industrial Energy Efficiency Project Manager at the NCPC. I mean, look, a lot has been shared during the main plenary session, where our highlights and our partners and donors were acknowledged. So my one basically is to share our experience on the ground. One of the companies that I'm going to be sharing the case study for is FNP. It was name-dropped earlier on as one of the +5 companies that has been very much progressive when it comes to environmental sustainability. So if I may, we need to go forward, not backwards. So if I may share in a form of a company profile, look, the FNP is a leading manufacturer of lead-acid batteries. I mean, based in South Africa, obviously. They were established in 1931. The first automotive battery was basically produced in the East London. They remain in the forefront of battery technology and innovation. And they've got about 4 plants in South Africa. One being an automotive battery, manufactures more than 1,000 batteries per day, believe me. And they are based in Settlers Way, East London. You have a plastics processing plant producing more than 20,000 pieces per annum. Then you've got your industrial battery plant. This is the first factory in South Africa dedicated to produce industrial acids. So we've got distribution and recycling situated in Liverpool, Benoni, which is the case study basically I'm going to be sharing with you, colleagues. And in this, they basically house their distribution sites. They've got finishing. They are also hosting their marketing and financial division. At the site, they recycle more than 17 tons of lead recycling per annum. So this slide essentially seeks to outline challenges that were outlined at the stage when we first engaged the first national batteries. So essentially, their safety, health, and environmental manager was assigned in 2017 to implement what we call ISO 50001 standard across all 4 sites in South Africa. I mean, this was basically driven through their list holding companies with a view or an objective really to get the company to achieve ISO 50001 certification by the end of 2018. I mean, during this period, that's where FNP and NCPC met at a separate training course. Subsequently, FNP signed up as a candidate plant for ENMS, and ESO is energy systems optimization. And then NCPC appointed 2 consultants to basically facilitate the program, which is aligned to ISO 50001. These programs were implemented at Benoni and East London. Now, having appointed 2 consultants, they facilitated what you call energy systems to-day end user and energy performance indicators. I mean, these courses played a big role in Benoni energy team, as they basically needed to implement energy management system within a very tight schedule. And indeed, or in addition, they were needed to show an energy performance improvement by end of 2018. I mean, indeed, the Benoni plant did achieve an actual performance improvement of about 3.4 by November 2018. I mean, they also went on and surpassed or exceed the FNB's initial improvement target of about 2.5%. This was basically based on their 2017 baseline. I did indicate earlier on that we had, at the time, appointed 2 consultants to facilitate the training. So what you see on the screen is the list of candidates, or call them delegates, that were part of the program. In that, the energy manager attended an expert level, and then various plant personnel were also attended your ENMS 2-day awareness training, and we always advocate for top management support when it comes to the implementation of energy management system. I mean, they play a critical role in terms of releasing your resources. It talks to finance, personnel, and so forth. Now, at the time, obviously, if we implement these systems, there are bound to be challenges. Looking at the challenges at the time, it is said that the one challenge noted is that it took about a year from a decision to implement your ENMS before it could really gain a real traction. But secondly, an unavoidable delay in expert level cause. Basically, the process was delayed about 4 months. And you know, once the process starts with project management support, you get your system in progress, and basically they provide significant assistance when it comes to the process. So these slides will basically highlight the interventions that can be attributed to operational control and energy systems optimization. A big chunk of it can be attributed to electricity. There were various operators at the plant which were trained. They realized about, in monetary value, they realized about more than 187,000. Looking at the payback, in average, you're looking at about 0.8 payback. If I can get my presentation. All right. Then looking at the benefits and lessons learned during the implementation of the system, I mean, one of the benefits was that the savings had not been had not had a direct impact on job retention at the stage, and basically main savings have been realized in the financial performance component of FNB, which can be a benefit to or on a competitive marketing. The real impact, obviously, because we had engaged the company in 2017, 2018, you're looking at basically observing these developments over the years or in future. I mean, to date, it can be said that there were no decline in staff morale and production quality and outputs. And moreover than that, they are aware of the importance of energy management and the need to improve your energy performance. And initially, it could be observed that the team was working very well amongst each other. Highlighting the lessons learned, I indicated earlier on that, I mean, top management support plays a critical role when we implement these energy management systems. And there must be a culture within a company, basically to keep records with a very simple or stable user-friendly management information system that can easily be enhanced or be aligned with ISO 50001 requirements. It goes without say, basically, to say buy-in from staff is critical, and we also advise perhaps top management or companies to include these ISO 50001 to individual KPIs, and basically your continuous review and monitoring also plays a critical role. There must be a regular communication within all stakeholders. And we also needed to consider and support a long-term required to maintain and retain your ISO 50001 certification. My last slide seeks to basically identify opportunities or projects that were highlighted at the time. Looking at them, they revolve around electricity. There is also gas. Interventions were, in the main, looking at sequence stop-start, replacing your old compressors with various speed drive type, and perhaps installation of temperature controls. Colleagues, in a nutshell, that's what I needed to share with you. Thank you very much, Kevin, for your time. Thanks.